It's been a busy year for us at Classics World, whizzing all over the country to bring you videos on buying, driving and owning classic cars for all tastes and all budgets. To see out the year in style though, we decided to visit our friends at Kim Cairns Classics in Norfolk and each pick a car from their eclectic and exciting stock for one last road trip in 2025. Cars chosen, we went shopping at a premium snack supplier and set off. I'm going to say something that no Rolls Royce owner has ever said, particularly to a Jaguar owner. Can I offer you a little gummy sweet? Go on, Kat, ready?
Go on. Very good.
They're delicious.
High octane sweets for a high octane drive.
Oh, look at the power. Right, are we going? We were indeed, and as we rolled out onto winding Norfolk roads powered by Lidl's finest sweeties, Phil was only too keen to sample his choice.
So here I am in a Jaguar X150 generation of the XK, and not just any XK, an XKR with the 4.2 supercharged V8. Whereas the predecessor, the X100, is effectively a substantially re-engineered XJS, the X150 is a clean sheet of paper from the ground up. It's just got such lovely taut proportions. It's been shrink wrapped around its mechanicals. The haunches just look fabulous. The AJ V8 engine, of course, is well established by 2006. It was introduced 10 years earlier with the X100. It sounds glorious. It's got a nice burble to it without it being too offensive. So, you know, you can amble along as we are now along this coast road and it's absolutely fine. But equally, put your foot down and unleash all of those 400 horses and it just gallops off into the sunset. It's wonderful. Everyone's got their own personal view about what they like, but for me, this car I'm in now is probably one of the best. I love the black leather, black fascia and sort of aluminium inserts. It's much more a tribute to the Series 1 E-Type, so it's got that slightly more sporty overtone. Beautifully comfortable, it's refined, it's civilized, it's easy to drive, it's not intimidating. You're not pulling at the leash, sort of holding this tiger back. You can amble along in a relaxed and civilized manner. But don't get me wrong, if you've suddenly got an open autobahn or a test track or perhaps an inviting B road, the XKR will do all of those things as well. So basically what we've got here, in my eyes at least, is the perfect package. It's a car I really need to own at some point, and my God, there's no better time than now, quite frankly. They are just so affordable now. In the UK at least, they've got ruinous road tax. It's nearly £800 a year to road tax these things now, so it's putting a lot of people off, but you can now buy them for as little as £6,000. I mean, what a car. They are absolutely the epitome of a modern classic. Desirable enough, exclusive enough, prestigious enough, exciting enough to be a classic in its own right one day, but modern enough and dependable enough that you wouldn't worry about using this in the depths of December or on a midsummer's day. It's just fantastic. Get one and use it and enjoy it for everything it is, and you just won't be disappointed.
Slightly slower, but just as happy, I was floating along in a Rolls Royce. Now, on the face of it, you might wonder why I picked a Rolls Royce for this, because it's not necessarily quite my type of car. I either tend to like a solid Mercedes of the 70s or the 80s, or something small and fizzy and exciting like my Fiat Seicento or little Japanese K cars. And in truth, I never really liked this era of Rolls Royce and Bentley, the Silver Spirit and the Mulsanne and so on, because I felt they weren't as classically stylish and charming as cars like the Silver Shadow from the generation before, nor were they new enough to be modern and exciting. But then, of course, we lived with one. We had our famous Turbo R project car, and instantly I realised quite how wrong I was. The character of these cars and the charm and the imperfections with them that actually make them so endearing. Yeah, they squeak a little bit and there's a bit of shimmy over bumps when you realise quite how old the platform is. Don't forget, these cars are effectively based on the Silver Shadow, a car that was developed in the late 1950s. But there's so much to them. This gloriously trimmed interior with this beautiful wood and this lovely soft leather. This car's done less than 42,000 miles and it feels it. It's beautifully well kept. So well appointed. Everything about a Rolls or a Bentley of this era just has that grandeur and that splendour and the scale that luxury cars from Germany or even something like a Jaguar just can't match. Commanding view of the road ahead. Of course, in a Rolls Royce, you've got the spirit of ecstasy guiding you down the road. Such a sense of occasion in this car. And not to mention, I'm not sure many cars made since the Rolls Royce Silver Spirit have had a better ride. It just floats down the road. It's wonderful. I reckon they should prescribe these cars on the NHS for people with high blood pressure, because within 10 minutes, you're all but asleep. And then there's the engine, the L Series 6.75 V8. A bit of an anachronism by the time this car came out in the mid-90s, because again, it dates from the late 1950s. It's not very powerful. Even with the Zytec fuel injection, you're talking maybe 240 horsepower. It's certainly not very economical. It's not very refined either. You can hear a bit of rumble, a lot of engine noise going on. And yet, none of that really seems to matter, because it just adds up to so much more of a sense of occasion, something that, not wishing to start this argument, you don't get in an electric car. You don't get this sense of occasion, that lovely deep rumble away there, just makes it feel so special. It's a real character, this car. It's a bit of a dinosaur by the mid-90s, the Silver Spirit. It was big, thirsty, outdated, not particularly refined, certainly not very high-tech compared to the German rivals, and yet it just feels special. This isn't actually a Silver Spirit I'm in today. This is a very, very rare Silver Dawn, and it's longer wheelbase, and it's got some even more luxurious appointments and the last few final tweaks to the styling that make it an even more special car. Wafting around Norfolk, one of my favourite places in the country, in a beautiful example of a wonderful Rolls Royce. Not a bad day at work, this one. With my fuel bill quickly mounting, we pulled over in Hunstanton to admire a lovely view and the beach. Then we got back on the road, and none of us was as happy to do so as Jeff in that gorgeous Mercedes SL.
And I'm the one that's done this right. I'm in the oldest car here, as usual. It's a 1988 Mercedes-Benz 500 SL. It looks great in pageant red, and it's a really lovely example. Just over 100,000 miles, but really nice throughout. Last year we took a W124 saloon on a 24-hour driving challenge to Germany, and just the way it stood up to the punishment with ease, really. 1,200 miles in 24 hours. Really brought me around to appreciating Mercedes for what they can offer. If I could pick, I'd probably have a C124 pillarless coupe, or perhaps an R129 SL, but really it's the older SLs that are the classiest. You've got the Pagoda, of course, and then you've got this, the R107, the one that had an 18-year lifespan. I just think it's an absolutely beautiful piece of design. Really timeless. Like one of those pieces of old furniture that you know are really well made and will never go out of fashion. I think the R107 is that kind of car. And of course this one has a 5-litre V8 as well, so that's an added bonus. I think the great thing about the R107 is you could turn up to pretty much any occasion and it wouldn't look out of place. Take it to the supermarket like I did just before this, and I got stopped to talk about it. Or you could turn up in Casino Square in Monaco and it wouldn't look like it shouldn't be there. It might have the best part of 240 horsepower, but this is not really a car that you throw down a country lane in the same way that I'd throw a Mini Cooper S. It's much more of a classy boulevard cruiser. Don't get me wrong, put your foot down and it will get up and move, but that's not what this car's about. This car is about taking it easy, relaxing, soaking up your surroundings and just enjoying it. Now, this one is nearly £28,000 and you can spend a lot more on one. But in the context of what you can buy brand new, what else could you get that you could just turn up anywhere? You've just got an air of sophistication, an air of class. A connoisseur's choice. There isn't really much that can match an R107. It's just a beautiful car, and I've definitely made the right choice. In my dream garage, if there has to be a Mercedes, I'd love an SL. Woohoo!
It was hard to argue with that Merc, but what about Paul in the other German roadster?
Funny thing is, I didn't really choose this TT, it rather chose me. I spent so long helping my colleagues out by nipping up the road with my company fuel card to fill up the big V8s. I got back and everything had pretty much been taken. So I had a look around and I found this Audi TT and I thought, yeah, I like my VW Audi stuff, I'll give that a try. This is, as we know, pretty much a Mark IV Golf. This one is a little bit more GTI than Quattro because I've had a look under the back. It's got no rear drive shafts. So what we've got here is 150 horsepower, front wheel drive Audi TT. So yeah, basically a Mark IV Golf in disguise. But it's quite nice. It's a Japanese spec, so it's quite curious. We got the baseball leather, which is really nice actually, I do like that. But it's automatic. I don't think it's not even a DSG, it's just a regular automatic with the 150 horsepower 4-cylinder turbo. So quite a nice combination though actually in the real world. You know, it's not the 225 horsepower BAM engine with the twin pipes that everybody wants, and it hasn't got the Quattro of course, but for most purposes it's you know, it's nice, and it's a sort of stylish 2-seat GTI convertible, isn't it? I've quite enjoyed it, and it is quite refreshing, you know, to sample different models in the range. It goes all right actually, to be fair, and it's a nice car. It's actually, and the automatic's coming quite handy because it came off a mountain bike, injured my left hand, so yeah, glad not to be changing gear today. It's got a great feature, this TT. I don't know whether it's a Japanese market specific thing or not. You maybe not see it on the camera, but it's got an electrically operated wind deflector that comes up and down behind your head. Up it goes. Love that. Makes quite a difference as well. Well, it's October, but it's a warmish day, but it's not that warm. It's just modern enough, you know, to be enjoyable for a roof down trip in the autumn. Heater works, heated seats. If I want to play it driving, I've actually got some buttons here, not the paddles you get with the DSG, but little buttons, a bit more Steptronic than DSG. Ooh, yeah, there we go. He's actually quite quick. It's lively, you know, it's quite good fun. It's actually got a sport mode on this shift, so actually, there you go. It's not slow actually, it's alright. It's fast enough to be fun, is how I'd characterise it, I think.
With the brisk and injury-friendly Audi keeping Paul entertained, we roll through the Norfolk countryside, drinking in flowing roads and pretty villages. With the day coming to a close, we decided to head to the beach to admire the view and discuss our day with this eclectic group of cars.
Well, chaps, a great day out, I think, in an eclectic mix of cars. Yeah. But what do we think? Paul, the Audi, not your first choice, but what have you made of it?
No, it's perfectly pleasant. I've not got a lot to say about it, really, which is probably, in a way, his praise, isn't it? It's it's very pleasant. It's not fast, it's not slow either. It's nice. Yeah.
I like that interior.
The interior is really nice. Yeah.
Jeff, not a Mercedes man, but what do you think?
Well, maybe I am now. On R107, it just looks so
gorgeous,
good, doesn't it?
It does look fabulous in that dark red with the chrome.
Yeah. Pageant red, I believe it's called. Set off by chrome. Nice late example. Okay, it's not a road burner, but that's not what it's about. And
you can see why that was a hit in America. Do you know what I mean? It's got that really lazy V8 vibe about it.
You can't really throw it down the road flat out, but you can just enjoy it and soak up the surroundings, and it's just wonderful, isn't it? It's absolutely wonderful.
I've been looking at it all day. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yes. Phil, not a Jaguar man, not at all.
No, what gave it away?
Makes this a really surprising choice for you. I don't need to ask what you thought, but what did you think?
I really want one in my life now. I've been talking about it for a while, but the X150 just continues to impress me with its completeness. They're at that kind of point now where they're kind of, are they going to get any cheaper? You know, I don't know. They will, maybe, but...
You're so doing man maths in your head.
I really am. Yeah. I'm practicing my talk when I get home.
Yes.
But you should have had passengers in yours.
Do you know what? I said this isn't normally quite my sort of car, but I haven't driven one of these really since our much-loved Turbo R departed. And I've forgotten how wonderful this platform is, really. I mean, I was talking to Paul. These are inherently quite flawed cars, but it's fabulous. Such a character. This commanding view
real
of the
sense
road.
of occasion driving something like that.
Fabulous.
It does look so good on the road as well.
I do have a question I want to pose to each of us though. If you weren't taking the one that we chose, which one out of the four would you choose?
Jaguar.
I'm going to make the vote that everyone is expecting me to make. Mercedes. And if I'm very honest, I'm a bit jealous you got to that before I did. It's fabulous and it's gorgeous, and I'm gutted now that I can't afford one.
Jeff needs more time, so I'll make it easy for him. I'd have the R107 as well.
Well, the annoying thing is, so would I, but you're not letting me, are you?
No, that's not the rules of the game.
I've made the right choice. As far
You
as
have.
Yeah.
No, I'll give you that. I could see you in a TT, Jeff.
It would probably be the Jaguar.
I love the way he says it through gritted teeth.
Yeah. Oh, if I
Yeah.
must.
Yeah, but it would be the R107.
I mean, it's fabulous, actually.
Yeah.
I drove a 6-cylinder one from Kim Cairns not
Yes.
so long ago, and it was glorious even in 6-cylinder
Yeah.
form. And I was purely expecting it to all be about the V8, but actually the R107 period is a fabulous car.
It is. And there's, like I said with this, what you get with one of these, even at the top end of the market, as this Silver Dawn kind of is, £26,000, compare that to the value of a new car of any sort. You know, I mean, this costs less than that, whatever that SUV thing is there. I'd have this 100 times over.
Yeah.
But that's quite indicative of the kind of cars Kim Cairns have in stock. All of these have come from Kim Cairns, so thank you so much to those guys. Do go and have a look on their website. As far as we're aware, all these cars will still be available, but if not, there's plenty more. So do let us know down in the comments which one of these would you pick, because there isn't a wrong answer, I don't think. We're all going to fight for the Jaguar now. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Classics World for all our future content. There are videos on all these various cars on the channel. Do go and have a look. And in the meantime, thanks very much for watching. See you again soon.
Ta-da.
Ta-ra.